Under the relentless sun, the land lies barren, a testament to the drought's harsh grip. Amidst the desolation, Elijah stands alone, a solitary figure against the withered landscape. He pauses, head tilted towards the heavens, as if attuned to a voice beyond the earthly realm. Elijah receives a divine message. Inside King Ahab's palace, worry and anger darken his face as he faces his advisors. The ominous weight of Elijah's prophecy fills the tense atmosphere. Elijah journeys through the unforgiving desert landscape, his figure a lonely silhouette against the endless horizon. High above, ravens appear as dark specks against the sky. The shadows of ravens offer fleeting moments of respite from the sun's harsh glare. The ravens descend, each carrying sustenance in its beak. Elijah finds sustenance in the desolate wilderness, delivered by unexpected messengers. Elijah kneels beside the brook Kerith, seeking relief from the thirst that grips him. The brook, his lifeline, dwindles, a stark reminder of the deepening drought. Elijah arrives at the city gates of Zarephath, his gaze drawn to a lone widow. The widow gathers sticks, her movements slow and burdened. Her frail figure tells a story of hardship and poverty. Dust swirls around Elijah as he approaches Zarephath, cloaked and weary. Under the harsh sun, he pleads with the widow for sustenance. "Please, woman, could you bring me a little water in a jar and some bread?" The widow, burdened by despair, reveals her dire circumstances. "As the Lord your God lives, I have no baked bread, but only a handful of flour in a jar and a little oil in a jug." She explains she is gathering sticks for a final meal. "Now, I am gathering a couple of sticks that I may go in and prepare it for myself and my son, that we may eat it and die." Elijah stands, his presence a beacon of calm as he addresses the woman. His voice resonates with resolve. "Do not be afraid. Go home and do as you have said." His expression softens. "But first, make a small loaf of bread for me from what you have and bring it to me," he urges, "and then make something for yourself and your son." In her humble home, the widow hesitates, her heart heavy with uncertainty. Driven by faith and desperation, the widow kneels, preparing to obey Elijah's command. With trembling hands, she mixes the last of her flour and oil, a single loaf her only hope. The aroma of baking bread fills the air, a symbol of sacrifice and trust. The widow, her son, and Elijah sit together, sharing a meal in quiet gratitude. The son eats with a newfound vigor. Elijah watches them both, a gentle smile gracing his lips. The jar of flour stands full, a testament to hope. Next to it, the jug of oil reflects the dim light, promising sustenance. The drought tightens its grip on Zarephath, the land gasping under the sun's relentless glare. Against all odds, the widow's jar remains full, a beacon of hope amid despair. Her jug overflows endlessly, defying the scarcity that plagues the land. She shares her bounty with her son, a quiet promise of sustenance. Her unwavering faith fuels her generosity, feeding both body and spirit. Elijah eats, nourished by the widow's faith and divine grace. The widow watches Elijah eat, her face etched with worry. The boy eats slowly, savoring each bite. The sun beats down, casting long shadows across the barren landscape. A bird circles overhead, its cry a lonely sound in the oppressive heat. The widow pours water into a cup, her movements slow and deliberate. She offers the cup to Elijah, her eyes filled with unspoken questions. Elijah accepts the cup, his gaze meeting hers with compassion. He drinks deeply, the water a precious gift in the parched land. The widow watches him, her hope flickering like a fragile flame. The boy looks up at Elijah, his eyes wide with curiosity. The relentless sun continues to beat down, testing their resolve. The widow clutches her son close. Inside the dim home, the widow's son lies pale and frail, his breath shallow and ragged. The widow watches over her son, her face etched with concern as she gently tends to him. With trembling hands, she wipes his brow, her touch a desperate plea against the encroaching illness. She whispers quiet assurances, her voice a soothing balm against the growing dread. A violent cough seizes his small frame, each spasm a stark reminder of her helplessness. In the dimly lit room, the young man lies still, his life extinguished. Grief consumes the widow as she stands over her lifeless son. Elijah arrives, his face reflecting deep sorrow at the tragic scene. The widow cries out, her voice filled with anguish, "Have you come to me to bring my sin to remembrance and to cause the death of my son?" Elijah ascends to the upper room, carrying the lifeless body of the boy, his sorrowful face a mask of grief. Elijah kneels beside the still form of the boy, his face a mask of anguish. His hands clasped so tightly, knuckles white, as he pours out his soul in fervent prayer. His voice, a mere whisper, pleads with God to restore the spark of life. 3 times, he stretches himself upon the boy, a desperate act of faith. In the upper room, the stillness breaks as the boy stirs, a faint breath escaping his lips. A gasp fills the air, life surging back into him. Elijah guides the young boy into the widow's humble abode, untouched by the trials they faced. The widow's eyes widen, reflecting both awe and deep thankfulness. "Now I know that you are a man of God, and that the word of the Lord from your mouth is the truth." Elijah stands tall, faith solidifying his resolve. The widow looks at Elijah, her heart full of reverence. Her son watches Elijah, his gaze filled with awe. Distant clouds gather, signaling the end of the drought. A palpable sense of hope begins to permeate the parched land.